Right now, what Raheem has to do
The Vaseline. Over here. The Vaseline.
Right now, this confrontation between Raheem's corner and Robert Gonzalez has become so ugly.
Now Gonzalez is absolutely right. They were slathering him in Vaseline.
Well, you suspect Jenkins did that on purpose just to set up another confrontation with the referee.
Well, I don't know if
I don't think he did it on purpose. It just happened. But, you know, they're nervous right now. They're realizing that they probably lose. They know they're about losing the fight with all these points being deducted. And they're just nervous right now.
Harold, how do you have it through 10?
Okay, Jim. You know, it's a point system, so at the end, whoever's got the most points wins the fight. In rounds, 6 rounds to 4, Zahir Raheem, but it doesn't mean a darn thing because they got it 94-92, Rocky Juarez in points because of the 3 points Gonzalez took away and the 1 point, for the knockdown. Interestingly enough, the referee is not supposed to wipe off the Vaseline because if the guy's got a cut and the referee wipes off the Vaseline, makes the cut worse, he's at fault. The corner is supposed to take the Vaseline off. And about the tape, the reason that the tape is dangerous is it can flap right into a guy's eye.
Well, they finally got the tape fixed on Zahir Raheem's glove, and now Raheem comes back with one of his better offensive flurries of the past few rounds.
Raheem has to go out there thinking knockout.
Hey, no knockdown. Don't measure. Break. Step back. Break. Stop.
Uppercut, left hook to the body. 1 punch at a time for Juarez now, and Raheem landing in 3 and 4 punch combinations. Another big round for Zahir Raheem after Rocky Juarez had seemed to win the last couple of them. There you go. We heard that. Gonzalez said one more time and I'll disqualify you.
I want to say to Joe Gonzalez, this is not amateur fighting.
Robert Gonzalez.
Robert, sorry.
Saw Raheem point down to the moisture after he slipped on it a couple of minutes ago. Then he shuffled his feet again.
Good right uppercut in there by Juarez.
Crowd cheering for their guy, Rocky Juarez, as he gets inside. Raheem lands another roundhouse right to punctuate the 11th round. Fight still going.
Last round, baby. Sam. How you feel, baby? All right, listen to me, man. I need a knockout. You got to find it somewhere in this round. Listen to what I'm saying, son. You understand? We're going to win this fight. You got to stop him. You got to get your rest in this round and find for the knockout. Stop reaching at his head for
this fight. You understand? You hear what I said? You hear what I said? Give me 130%.
Round.
This is it. This is what we're working for. Keep them punches going, and combinations got to come out, son. Combination of 3s and 4s. Hands up.
Suck up. Z, you gotta suck in. Suck in, baby. You're doing real good. Just all right. If you're not tired, keep boxing. I gotta win this round.
Don't stop.
When Raheem was told he's got to win by a knockout, he looked away as if he wasn't that much interested in it. For his sake, I hope he heard the message.
Now Fred Jenkins comes out into the middle of the ring to wipe the floor. And Robert Gonzalez physically throws him out of the ring. This has gotten ugly between the referee Gonzalez and Zahir Raheem's corner, and particularly trainer Fred Jenkins. And there's the reason why Jenkins was out there trying to wipe the mat. Tough, competitive fight, marred by repeated penalties against Zahir Raheem for holding Rocky Juarez behind the head. Juarez may have lost the majority of the rounds, but almost certainly leads on the scorecards.
Yeah, with the knockdown and with all of these points has been deducted. And it's funny when he gets in close, if he would try to convert a right uppercut or a left uppercut, he would probably catch. There he goes. He would probably catch Raheem, even if he didn't clearly knock him down. He could score the knockdown officially because of the fact that he's sliding all the time.
Good left hook by Juarez. Big right hand by Zahir Raheem. Raheem trying to unload all of his weapons. Now Raheem wants to tackle Juarez.
Right. Keep your punches up.
1 minute left in what has surely been the toughest and most instructive fight of Rocky Juarez's 21-fight professional career. They took a huge gamble putting him in against an extremely skilled fighter in Zahir Raheem.
And both guys are fighting very good, especially considering the inactivity level of Raheem. This is a good fight.
Tough round to score. Juarez has been fighting to the body.
If Rocky would throw anything from underneath, he could get him a knockdown, I'm quite sure.
Missed with the uppercut. I was mentioning it was a tough round to score because Juarez has been affected inside of the body, but when they're at space, Raheem has landed most of the punches.
Yep.
And now down the stretch, a big right hand uppercut by Zahir Raheem. Rocky Juarez takes it and makes it to the finish line.
It was a close fight with Juarez scoring the only knockdown, but those point deductions certainly seem to put the fight in his corner.
Harold, how'd you score it?
Okay, Jim, 113, 111, Rocky Juarez. Jim, there's no question. I mean, with all those point deductions by Bobby Gonzalez, Zahir Raheem would just about have to kill him to win. 113, 111, Juarez.
And remember, the fight will be scored by two Texas judges, Hugh Eccles and Lee McCowan, and David Sutherland from Oklahoma. Round 4, point deduction for holding behind the head by referee Robert Gonzalez. And later there was a knockdown in the round as well. Actually, before that, there was a knockdown in the round as well. So that's 2 points taken away from Raheem. Round 6, second point deduction. That's 3 points Raheem lost. Round 10, yet another point deduction for holding behind the head. So that's 4 separate point deductions on the scorecards from Zahir Raheem throughout the fight.
One more point. Hold behind the head.
That was the round 10 deduction there. Total of 4, 3-point deductions for holding and the knockdown. Final CompuBox numbers as you get a close look at veteran referee Robert Gonzalez, so much a factor in the fight. Juarez landing 10 punches fewer than Raheem, who threw 317 more punches over the course of the 12 rounds. In other words, an average of 27 more punches per round. Raheem landing at only a 21% connect percentage, but he controlled most of the flow of the action, although Juarez, stepping inside and getting closer, was given credit for landing 36% of his punches by CompuBox. Power punches. And here Juarez lands 5 more, although Raheem threw 98 more. Again, the 12% connect percentage edge for Rocky Juarez. All of that relatively academic in the face of the 4-point margin that officially belongs to Juarez as a result of the 3-point deductions for rules violations and the knockdown. And now let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Lee McCowan scores 115 to 109. David Sutherland 113 to 111. Hugh Eccles 114 to 110, all to the winner by unanimous decision. From Houston, Texas, still champion Ricardo Rocky Juarez.
Now, according to that decision, Juarez would have won a split decision without the point deduction.
Yeah, and you know, it's a very lukewarm response from the crowd, even though it's the hometown guy. The crowd is not that enthusiastic with the decision.
So Rocky Juarez gets a victory that runs his record to 21-0. Zahir Raheem drops to 25-1. But in the eyes of some, perhaps, Raheem gains respect after a career marked by strange long stretches of inactivity and lighter competition than he might have expected. And Juarez's performance raises some question marks about his ability to handle a skilled boxer face-to-face. 1 week from tonight,